UFL. It's a game. Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's a game that's had some early intrigue as we pick it up in the second quarter. Going to give this time to the tailback. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Operating from the gun, Edmonds. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 7 that time, second goal.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, third and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead at 13 to 10. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. But just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hartman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. 2nd and 5. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where you see the final score there. The Eagles off to a strong start as they run their mark to 4-2 with the victory. Next, we head out to check out another game, and they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. The Ravens off to a strong start as they run their mark to 4-2 with the victory. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and the Buffalo Bills. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for our visitors in the first half. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if things continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for our home team, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Right back to him on first down. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. On third down, Edmonds. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum, because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And on now is the punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Hands it off out of the gun. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hartman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going. Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Edmonds. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Edmonds. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Edmonds. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving. Throwing on 1st down. Edmonds. Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. He'll try again.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 2nd down at 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. On 2nd down now, Gibson, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And the next-gen stats show him reaching at a top speed of 20 miles an hour. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
3 down, 3 down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. On 1st down, Edmonds. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And to give this time to the tailback. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Edmonds. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to throw. Edmonds. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Edmonds. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Edmonds. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Hartman. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Here we go.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Edmonds firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Off the play fake, Edmonds. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, Edmonds. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times on their many chances thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this one is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make this a 9-point lead. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Edmonds. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. From the gun, Edmonds.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 2nd and 1. To the right side and complete to Washington. And down inside the 15 he goes. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll move him back within 6 now.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Oh, yeah!
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to work. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
127 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And they take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Columbus, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.